Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Merly Barlan. I am the director of the UN Offices of Women's Federation for World Peace, and I'm also the vice president of WFWP International. This month, April, we are featuring the best of the best of Women's Federation's programs in the field. This is to commemorate the 34th anniversary of the founding of Women's Federation. And today, we are going to invite one of our finest to share her journey and her story. This is Miss Andrea Fayad. She is the Regional Secretary General of WFWP International of the Latin American region. That's including the Caribbean, right? The Latin American and the Caribbean region. So yes, and with me also tonight is Dr. Mariver Montibon. She is the UN representative of Women's Fed, and she is a journalist by profession. And yeah, we are going to talk about the journey, the best practices of Women's Federation, how our women are changing mindsets and um, impacting the world, building bridges for peace, and changing lives in the communities. And without further ado, let's welcome Andrea. Hi, Andrea. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you,
Hello.
Twin.
Yes.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Andrea. Hi, Twin. Hi, everybody.
Hello,
Welcome.
hello. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes. Okay. So the first question, Andrea, is yeah, please tell us about what your role is at Women's Federation in Latin America, what you do, and what's your vision for the future of Women's Federation in Latin America.
Oh, okay. Thank you. It's an honor for me to be here. And well, as you say, yes, I serve currently as a regional secretary general for WFWP Latin America and the Caribbean, and also national president for Colombia. Mm, that what we're trying to do right now is to bring the Global Women Peace Network to life across Latin America and training leaders around the clear vision we have of peace and giving them some practical tools to transform their lives, to transform their communities, and also connect them. We are encourage them to connect each other across countries too in Latin America. So what we basically want to do is consolidate our Global Women Peace Network in Latin America and also start showing the ones who are not only speaking about peace but living it.
Wonderful. Could you tell us how many national chapters do you have in Latin America, and what are these countries?
Yes, we have 22 national chapters. There's Argentina, Paraguay, Uruguay, Chile, Peru, Bolivia, Brazil, Colombia, Venezuela, Suriname, Guyana, Mexico, um, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, yes, Panama also, and okay, yes, some of them.
Wow. That's a lot. And
That's a lot.
That's a
I can
lot.
imagine those are all beautiful places. Andrea, beautiful people, as we have seen. I mean, even online, I mean, the countries in Latin America are beautiful. You
Yeah,
are,
it's truly amazing. It's truly amazing to be able to this year during this 2026 we're
yeah.
conducting a monthly online gatherings among all the region, and it's
Mhm.
true. It's beautiful to see leaders from every part of the region and their cultures, the way they talk, and how they inspired other women. That's it's truly inspiring and beautiful. Yep.
Nice.
Wonderful.
I have a question for Andrea. Like, do you have a common problem in the Latin American region among all the countries? And has WFWP tried to respond to this common problem? Or is it varying in every country?
Well, that's a really good question, but what I can say about it, something I found and I heard from the leaders, it's
Mhm.
the educational problem with the kids, with yeah, with kids at
Mhm.
schools. Um, so it the we have some tools, we have some programs that, for example, WFWP Argentina developed. The name that program is QI. It's really beautiful to teach
Mhm.
kids, and that particular program really helped develop a good behavior in kids.
Mhm. Mhm.
So that helps the schools, and that's one of the common problems. Also women, I think it's all around the world, violence against women. We've seen that a lot. And
Mhm.
but also there's many people working to improve that situation around Latin America. But yeah, most vulnerable kids and women around the region. Yes, that's basically.
Okay. Well, so does the WFWP Latin America specifically address to these common problems that you have just identified?
Yes. Well, at the beginning, we start doing some community service, but we started implementing educational programs too. One, as I did in Colombia, with
Mhm.
we award around 200 ambassadors for peace in Colombia last year, 2025. And but the particular situation with them was that they went through training with a program developed actually by WFWP Europe and Middle East, is the peace curriculum. And
Mhm.
we found that material brought really good results with among them as leaders, as humans, because there were not only women, but also they wanted to invite men to that training. And that was a really, I could say, mind-blowing training for them. It was a life-changing training for them, because there's no training like that in the region. The peace concept in at least in Colombia has been, in a way, I may say, reduced or
Mhm.
misunderstood by many people. They associate peace, for example, only with some kind of agreements between the government and the bad groups around the country. So even though it was a challenge to introduce this type of peace vision, where we can teach about dignity, about character, about responsibility, which is a very special vision of peace, they start understanding and discovering new ways for them, and new ways for their community. So that was really inspiring, and that brought men, like, I may say, passion, or they are, or the will to keep on working together, I may say, because they
Mhm.
don't want to go away. They want to. We want to learn more. We want to listen more. We want to meet more leaders like you, and like the people, or the women, WFWP women. So I think it's been a really good way of showing, in a real sense, a different way of leadership, a different way of living, um,
Mhm.
and and yeah.
Andrea, I have a question. So,
Nice.
there's 200 women. They are a lot. So, how did you connect? How did you gather them? Like, could you tell
Mhm.
us the process of how you met and get connected, and the, this training that you were giving to them? How did you start the process?
It was very, like, I think when we find someone who may resonate with what we're talking, so I started talking about the curriculum of peace, and everything. So got connected with one of the leaders. She's in charge, the coordinator for 6,000 leaders around Colombia, political leaders around Colombia. And she...
Are they just political leaders, or they're women and all
So,
women from
so
diverse backgrounds?
it's different. I mean, they're political, but not political. They fit into the political thing because they are elected by vote by their little neighborhoods, neighborhoods. But at the end, they are social leaders. They are the ones who are really connected with their communities, with their network, with their neighborhoods. It's not like the political leaders. I don't know how to explain that. Yeah. So they're really in contact with the people, with the little neighborhoods, and there's 6,000 people like them. So we start training at the beginning. We started training with it was around 70, and then they were really inspired, and they were spreading the voice and saying, no, you need to participate, you need to come. So we start planning the next training for 400 people. At the end, as I told you, not everyone resonate with this vision of peace. Many people still believe that peace is built somewhere else, like maybe by the government or somewhere else. But the ones who stay, and the ones who receive the training, they are really willing to keep on learning, keep on practicing about what we're teaching. So that was basically the process. Now, out of those 400, it was 200. 200.
No.
Yeah.
So is the philosophy there, if I may surmise, was it the peace begins with me philosophy? Is that the main message?
Basically, yes. And there's some shared principles, or we try to share with them that we need to build peace through building beneficial relationships between each other. That's one of the principles. And it's also very important to put aside any difference, like let's go beyond race, religion, nationality, or political views, which is a real challenge in real life. It's really difficult. And with them, like they have their political views really really strong. But it was really amazing that, like, we gather together and you put that aside, and then we start building and we start bringing ideas. It was really beautiful, and they found that it's possible. You
How
see,
many days was the training?
it was 6 months,
Oh,
twice a
6
week.
months. Wow.
2 times a
6 months.
week for 6 months.
Yeah, twice a week.
How many hours in 1 week or in 1 day?
One day, 1 hour and a half. But many days we keep on talking and sharing, maybe 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, because they were really engaged and they want to share.
Is it online or in person?
Yeah, it was online. And the material is really friendly, and it's developed many moments to share and to ask questions, so they can answer, and we together can find the answers about those questions. So it's really friendly, the material we're sharing.
So do they have to be a member? Do they have to pay, or what are the commitment from their side in order to participate in this training? And what are your expectations from them?
At that moment, what we wanted is create like a pilot project for Latin America with the peace curriculum. So what we wanted to know if we can find people who resonate with the material. And then when we didn't request anything, we didn't request any payment. It was the commitment that they are going to attend. So, and they fill out a form of attending and participation. So we make sure that they really assist to the training. And at the end, we the closing ceremony, it was the certificate of the curriculum of peace, and then we make the Global Women Peace Ambassador Award for them. That's a very
Oh, that
special.
is amazing. So
Mhm.
how long have you been doing this? And so far in terms of the outcome and impact in their lives and in their personal, professional lives and their community, have have you measured already if they have done any solutions? Like what that piece curriculum, does it have a long-term impact already?
Well, yes, we have um, I mean, one of the I can measure as a good result of that, even though many of them, they didn't start an exact project about it, but they are really inspired to keep on learning, to keep on listening, to keep on supporting any activity that we are promoting. So that thing, it's a really good thing. So they are open to keep on learning and growing together. That's one thing. And we have one ambassador. She created a program. The name is Roots of Hope, and that was inspired by the peace curriculum and all the training we did. And that she gathered 40 children from her community and started activities with them every Saturday. Actually, I have a video that she shared. Well, it's in Spanish, but the project Roots of Hope, in Spanish, Raíces de Esperanza, was born as a response to strengthening the social fabric through identity, family, and values. It emerged from the peace curriculum taught by Miss Andrea Fayad, which leads us to ask ourselves what name should represent our dignity and our presence in society. After the transformative experience, we were invited to Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, where we consolidated a clear vision to work for communities with firm roots and active. Roots of Hope are both a virtual and in-person activities, allowing us to broaden our reach and deepen our impact. Virtually, we teach the kids content through videos addressing reflections on personal growth, emotional strengthening, committed leadership, and permaculture principles. These spaces allow us to reach the communities, connect generations, and raise awareness through our words and guidance. And in recent activities, we work directly with the communities, especially children, youth, and families, focusing on the recovery of fundamental values, the strengthening of character, and the restoration of the fear of God as a principle of wisdom, respect, and social responsibility. Our gatherings are formative, cultural activities, and providing spaces sharing that promote unity, discipline, identity, and service. We integrate spiritual guidance, human development, and social commitment. We understand there can't be a social change without personal transformation. Roots of Hope is not only a social initiative, it is a project that merges integral education that brings together faith, family values, and leadership to build a stronger communities. We believe that when we strengthen our roots, we guarantee a future with direction. And when we sow hope with responsibility, we generate through social transformation. But they are really excited, and she's using WFWP Argentina material, the QI program, and they are also using. Well, I'm also training those kids online with some ideas of permaculture too, about
Oh,
knowing
I
the
love that
yeah
permaculture.
yes
So
about observe they can observe nature and how they can learn from nature and how can nature can teach them something. So it's really beautiful. That program is really beautiful. And also there's another another group of women ambassadors for peace who, after all the process, they gather together and they even have a plan, a monthly plan for activities in the town. So we find it's I don't know, at least in Colombia, women are thirsty of good education or good training. I don't know. So they just
How long have you had this
naturally
program running?
1 year, 1 year.
Okay, so in 1 year, do you think that you could identify in general, in spectrum, what are the problems that your program has solved, or has, at least on the way to solving? What social problem or community problem this peace curriculum has been addressing?
Okay. One of the most important one, it was how could I say that, the division, fragmentation between the leaders we were working with. Some kind of, they couldn't work together. Some of them they couldn't listen to each other because they just get really mad because they think something different. So that brings them to work together. Also, what we notice is they are at least, well, we cannot measure if they're doing it like this ethical leadership or moral leadership, but at least they're putting that moral leadership, ethical leadership topic into their conversations. So every day. So that's really, I think that's really important, especially in Colombia, where we having this huge problem with zero tolerance to someone who is thinking in a different way than you. That's a really hard topic in Colombia. So be able to gather them with a different emotion or different heart to connect each other. I think that's one of the biggest wins we have with all this
And that's
process.
that's amazing. I mean, I think it's not just a Colombia or Latin American problem. In America and in the world, we could use that skills too. Right, Tin?
Yes. I'm interested to know, like, what could you describe in Colombia, what is zero tolerance mean? Like, if you have believe differently, people there don't talk to each other or avoid each other or immediately fight verbally or physically. How is that there?
Um,
How's the
yes.
peace situation there?
Well, if we talk normal, the communities
Yes.
and the kids and the families, and there's fights and there's um,
Okay.
violence and some many, yeah, it's hmm, yeah. In Colombia, it's really hard because for many years we've been living this violence within the country, and
Yes.
and I don't know, people is just get used to it, solve the things in a bad way, just screaming or hitting or even doing something worse than that,
Mhm.
uh, and and that's what that many families they teach that like normally to their kids. Okay, if someone does something bad to you, you just hit them back.
He's back. Uh,
You just
uh-huh.
that's
Mm.
kind of,
So
it's kind of mindset inside of our culture. Yeah.
I see. But did it become better at least 5 years ago? Is it better now, or it's still not safe or something? Generally speaking.
Generally speaking,
Yeah.
well, I don't see, I don't, many, well, I don't know. I can talk, I don't know about the rest of the country, but I can
Mhm.
speak about the women I'm working with.
Yeah.
And yes, like, it's really beautiful the way we are handling different points of view and different ways of
Mhm.
thinking. It's really beautiful. It's not the same when they go out to other spaces, because that's
Mhm.
why we took sometimes 2 hours, 2 hours and a half talking and
Yeah.
sharing what happened, because they say what they share is like, here we talk and we share, but when we go out and we have a meeting outside and we are meeting someone else, what we find many times, it's violence, is aggression. So one of our um, activities, it was like, how can we improve that? How can we help? How can we make it better? You know, if someone else is the one getting violent against us, how can we make it better? So it was a really beautiful process, and well, mm, it's a first stage, and we're still learning and still growing. But what we are like, we are trying to get keep on connecting each other. Like, I don't want to let them go and just forget about them. But we also, like, I'm also like trying to bond, if I can say, in some way with them, so we can keep on inspire them. Because one thing that I want to say, it's really important. You know, sometimes we
Yes.
take for granted that the how can I say that, the type of leadership WFWP is showing around the world, you know, and it's really like water for thirsty people. That's what I feel when they join our activities, our any gathering. What they say is like, it's so peaceful, I feel so good, it's so beautiful. You get inspired to do something better. It's different than other women gatherings that they participate in their daily
And
lives.
Andrea, so what is unique with Women's Federation's leadership approach, and what do we have that other organizations don't have? Because I'm curious.
Well, I mean, I think we don't just talk about peace, we embody in our lives. Like, we try to really, really do it, not only just talking and giving a good speech, but what I feel and what I believe is like they in a daily basis, in our daily lives, like we're trying to really bring peace to our minds, to our hearts, to each other, to our families. And it's a challenge. It's not easy, you know, it's not easy. But when you see that even though women are having any trouble, any challenge, any bad situations, and when you meet, because that happens to me with WFWP leaders in Latin America, it's really precious. Maybe maybe I heard that one of the presidents, they have such a difficult situation, and it's going through a challenge, a personal challenge, and then you see her, how she act, how she talked with their communities, with the ambassador for peace, and that melts my heart. I said, wow, that's another level of leadership. That's what I can say.
That's beautiful to hear, because it is true. When you're surrounded with good, high vibration people, you want to be a good and high vibration too. Because actually, yeah, I think peace is energy. You know, it's a vibration and it's contagious. So thank you for pointing that out.
I'd
Yeah.
like to personally ask a personal question to Andrea. In terms of your personal growth and your leadership transformation, tell us about how you have developed this kind of transformative change in you personally. How does that matter to you? And how
Well,
is it now?
that's a
Yeah.
really good question, and that's a really good question. And well, I received this challenge in 2022, and yes, I had I want to change the world, something like that, you know. But
Okay.
to do that, and to invite people and make people listen and make people maybe share, that's another world, you know. so one thing that really changed the way I think and the way I act, to tell you the truth, Miss Merlin, it was Activate 2022, to tell you the truth, you
Oh
know.
my God, thank
Yeah,
Oh,
you. Thank
yeah,
you.
that
Okay,
was
tell us more about it. This is
that's
okay, Andrea, you don't know how much this makes me happy. But yeah,
oh,
that's
so
no,
talking
that's
about
true.
impact, yes. So tell me about
That's
it.
true.
Tell us
I
about it.
I I couldn't. I think I couldn't do anything that I've I've done or achieved with these beautiful women in Colombia without that training, because I didn't have the mindset. And I choose, even though I listen to all the trainings and but I choose at that moment the permaculture training. And the permaculture training blow my mind. And the way how to the systems thinking and everything. I was how can I apply this? And I think that's a kind of permaculture mindset that I start training in myself, that's why I could start integrating different people thinking in a different way as the nature, no segregating. That's one of the most important things for me,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So I think that was really a beautiful training for me. Reason why I've been planning how to teach young people about that mindset, because for me it's precious. It was precious. Nobody I never heard about that before. Never in my life, and that helps me connecting many dots that I couldn't connect before, and I connect those dots, and then I start working first in myself because that was beautiful, and then starting talking with other people, and it's been a challenge, but it's really beautiful. That was the life-changing key point, I think.
Wow. That's very inspiring,
Amazing.
Andrea.
That's really
And
inspiring because in 2022, yeah, I remember how much you had so many and you had big ideas, but then you were, we 3 months, we put it together, we put it together and I
Let
don't
me tell you,
know. It's, I never, I didn't really imagine that the impact of that three
you
months training.
you can't imagine, Miss Merle. Look, you know, at the end of the training we need to present the project, and I was
Yeah.
working and thinking about the project, and I create the project, and I was, but I never did that before, so it was like literally my brain was breaking. I was trying to figure out how to do it. It was extremely it was a really real challenge for me. Look what happened. 2 weeks before the presentation, Dr. Karen Smith says something that I feel so insecure, and then I change everything at the end and I present something different because I was like so confused, many information, but I need to get it done. And what I encourage the people is, even though you don't understand a concept, but you feel it's changed your life, just keep on working on it, keep on digesting, and then you get it. It took more than 4 months, 3 months for me to understood that, because as I told you, I didn't receive that beautiful information before. So digest that. Ooh, it took more than 3 months, but I could digest, and then I could start applying, and yeah. But it was a
Wow.
challenge. It was a challenge, a beautiful
Wow.
challenge.
So
Wonderful.
for
That's an
those,
example of incubating it, starting it. Like, it doesn't instantly happen, but it's a process. It transforms you inside. You think, you feel, then you are able to plan something. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Congrats to
yeah,
you.
yeah, for
And
those who don't
Andrea.
know, for
Yeah.
those who don't know the context of the Activate 2022 training, so it was a leadership training and project management training, and also fundraising. Yeah,
Mhm.
project development and management and fundraising. So in a matter of 3 months, they have to put together, identify a problem, and then whatever solutions they have in their mind, they have to put it together, and then at the end their output would be to pitch their solution,
Mhm.
and within 5 minutes they have to put together, not just create a project proposal and implementation program, but yeah, the whole theory of change, and then they have to pitch it so that they can raise money so that the program can be implemented. And we had about 10, right, from 5 countries, 10 participants from 5 countries, I think. But I never imagined that that training, Andrea, would be as like wide, the impact would be the whole Latin America could could benefit from it. And yeah, yeah, it's
Amazing. So amazing.
thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you, because yeah, it was really really amazing.
We hired well we partnered, actually we partnered with the NGO Academy with Dr. Karen Smith and professional permaculture practitioner with the Regenesis
Mhm.
organization with Yani Dota. And I think yeah, it was really high level, high quality training.
Wow.
After 4 years, twin, I could finally see like whatever I had
Yeah.
in the vision I had in my mind of producing women leaders who could solve bring that global problems and the community problems and give it a global face and in a
Yeah.
measurable
Amazing.
way, in a very efficient way. And here it is. This is, you can see the beautiful face of Andrea.
I know. It's amazing. It's so inspiring, Twin. Impacts don't happen instantly, but
Yeah.
with persistence and support, it does happen. So wonderful,
So
Andrea.
that means that we need to go to Colombia, wherever you are.
Yeah.
Whatever you're planning, we need to go there.
Yes.
I can't wait
So,
to
and
meet your community.
what are
Actually,
your plans, Andrea, for the
yeah.
immediate future?
Well, actually, this 2026, together with our Global Women Peace Network in Colombia, we're planning the first, we're calling that the first convention for global ambassadors for peace. Um,
Oh,
that's a
convention.
goal, that's a big goal. First Latin American convention of global women peace ambassadors in Colombia.
Oh,
At this
In
wow.
moment,
Colombia, wow.
we are partner. We're in a partnership with the mayor city, and
Mhm.
what we're planning is 2 days. We gathering 2 days on that city. Mm, mm, we're inviting ambassadors for peace all around the region, and to invite them and inspire them to come to Colombia. What we are doing is these monthly gatherings, and
Mhm.
every month is lead by a country. First
Mhm.
month was February, Colombia leading. Then Colombia, oh wait, February, March. March was, I just forgot. Okay, Mexico. This month will be, actually on Thursday will be Venezuela. Next month will be Paraguay. And those are gatherings where their ambassador for peace have a space to talk. And we gather as a continent and we listen and we get inspired together. And then we invite them to participate in the convention. So in December, it's going to be 2026, December 26th
Oh,
in
nice.
Colombia. So we really want
You
to,
have the date already?
yeah, it's gonna be, I think, six, six, seven, or five, five, six, five. No, the 5th and the 6th, yeah, of December, I think. I don't know.
Maybe we should
Uh,
have our permaculture, also the permaculture summit there, twin. We move it
Yeah, we can
to
do the
Colombia,
regenerative
and then we visit
project
the
for a
farm
country.
there.
that would be really great. Yes, what I really want is to gather a really juicy
Mhm.
information for the ambassadors, so they recharge the knowledge, the heart, the
Mhm.
energy, and we can share really valuable information to them, which we don't have that much in Latin America. That's the thing. Like, that's the thing. It's not but permaculture, that would be great. um
Like
Actually, yeah,
doable biodiversity gardens or even home-based, that can be a start.
yes.
Yes.
And we have some,
Small scale.
friends also.
Mhm.
We have some, global partners. One of the farms, it's a
Oh, nice.
regenerative agricultural farm right there in Colombia. There, it's a couple, and it's a beautiful family, and they are really really, actually we invite them last year on June, Environmental Day. They lead the Latin American Forum we made online. They lead it. they lead the forum, then they share good best practices about regenerative agriculture. And yes, we are building around permaculture, teachings and permaculture culture.
Oh, nice.
That is
That's
so
so inspiring.
inspiring.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very, very inspiring. So tell the world, Andrea, um, your your best practices in terms of partnership, either with other civil society organizations, partnership with the community, or with the government, and how can other countries replicate?
Okay, what I would say is, I mean, we want to teach people. We want to teach people according to the our like, let's say, our vision for peace, right? We have some materials. We already have some materials. So we are building on materials already developed. We are not creating or making the water. No, just look for the materials, and if we can use it. So that's why we are using QI from Argentina, and we are using Peace Curriculum from WFWP Europe and Middle East. And with that materials, we can start identifying leaders who can, or who are willing to receive that type of training, to receive that type of knowledge. And then we provide the training. Actually, the Peace Curriculum is already translated to Spanish, and the structure is really good. And we made recorded sessions, so we ensure that like they deliver the proper material. So support, first we train them, then we support their initiatives. Also, we support their initiatives. I know we focus in the strength, the strengths we have, which is like a big window for them. Because there's many ambassadors for peace. They live in a little town, really small town. Nobody notice about what they're doing. Okay, but we provide this beautiful window around all the continent, so they can show their initiatives, and that's the way we support. And at the end of the process, always recognition, right? Each one of us, everyone wants recognition. So when we end the process, when we end the process, or by the end of the process, what we are planning to do is recognize their leadership and their willing of learning, and with this appointment as global peace ambassadors. That's what we are, the way we are working with. Not just recognize them just because of it's one event, but we recognize them because we work together, we learn together, we grow together, and then we give them the recognition. So that would be a good thing to replicate, maybe.
Nice.
That
Wow.
is
Thanks,
great.
Andrea. That's
Yes, that is so
inspiring.
great.
Doable.
Um,
Doable
yeah, yeah.
anywhere in the world. Yeah.
Yes, anyone can replicate that one. So to close, I think we need to wrap up. Tell us about your big goal for this year, and how can the world community or WFWP Global Peace Ambassadors around the world can connect to you and contribute, and how can you be reached?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, as I told you, yeah, our big goal is really consolidate this continental women global peace network, that it can really work, and make us strong, train leaders, and step by step we can maybe we can how you call, influence their communities. Well, that's the way we're doing. So yeah, if I mean, what I don't know how you can support. You can get in contact with us. We have this GWPN network, Instagram, Facebook account through Facebook. How can you support? You can participate in the online event with the online events. This one is next one is going to be Venezuela leading. So if you support and if you're willing to receive a training, we are going to open this 2026 peace curriculum and Kuyai training for this year. So we hope that we can have many people willing to participate, and by the end of the year receive the gather we can gather in the convention and also receive the recognition of Global Women Peace Ambassadors. So that's an open invitation to everybody who wants
What
to
is your
participate.
email address?
Okay, Colombia H Colombia HQ WFWP .gmail.com.
At
Okay.
gmail.com. Okay, that is wonderful. Well, Andrea, thank you for sharing with us your journey. It is truly, truly inspiring. The the whole journey of, from inspiration of that peace philosophy of Women's Federation to impact. You have walked us through and in a very inspiring way. And we look forward to supporting you and joining you in Latin America, in Colombia in December, everyone.
Yay, I want
Yay.
to go there.
Yes,
That would be
yes.
an honor for me, because yeah, you are really one, Miss Merly. Also, you are one of my source of inspiration.
Oh,
You
thank
know,
you.
like
Thank you. I am
I'm
so
really
honored.
grateful.
Really, really.
I'm really grateful because it was because of you I could access to the that Activate 2022, and that, well, that's like see, look, like being able to share with such a beautiful women as you, as Dr. Mary Beer, as all the women around WFWP, and it's really beautiful, and that gives me energy
Mhm.
and passion to keep on going, because I know I'm not alone, and I want to keep on learning from you because I'm learning, and thank you so much for this.
We
For
learn
And
from you
Andrea,
too,
Andrea,
Andrea.
let me say this. Let me say this. You're already a great woman leader, and you had that in you. I think, because of your heart, your pure, beautiful heart. Um, it's the universe could use that, and I was just an instrument, to to activate that. That's what the training was all about, to activate every great potential, God-given potential in every single person. And it's like, planting a mustard seed and a fertile land, and then it grew to be a really big tree that can provide shade to not just really Latin America, but the whole world. So this is such an honor for Women's Federation to have a woman leader like you, who can embody the vision of women working together to solve the problems of the world, and across traditional lines of ideology, religion, nationality, race, culture. And thank you, Andrea. Really thank you. I know it's not easy, but you rose beyond the mold of the usual civil society leader, that mold, and you shine, you shone, and you continue to embody and be that shining light and hope for Latin America and the world. And Women's Federation is so, so grateful and proud of everything that you do. God bless you, and thank you, everyone. Our love for Latin America, and we look forward to see you in December.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Andrea.
Andrea.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Twin.
Thank you, twin.
Thanks,
Yes.
everyone.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye for now.